Hey, what's going on, family? You're tuning in to Real Ass Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. I don't know where these dudes at. They all gone, bro. We can't find Miguel. We can't find James. But we do got my dog, Mr. Jeff. I'm joking. Miguel is on the road right now. James is having issues with somebody we can't say because we don't want any lawsuits. Spectrum.
Nope. It rhymes with Rectrum.
Rectrum. So James is trying to get his internet together. He should be popping in soon. But join in virtual studio with Jeff Kaufman from the Law Office of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath Podcast, www.whenyounneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. They have been fighting and winning for Orlando for 20 years. Car accidents, slip and fall, or if you get kicked in the ass, you know the rule. Call Jeff Kaufman. Jeff was having a good ass time this weekend. Jeff, bro, tell him where you was at, man.
Man, I was living large. There's a huge concert down south called the Tortuga Festival, and it's 3 days. And I took some of my people with me, and we went a little bit VIP. Where
I like
we
VIP.
Super VIP. They call it SVIP. That's not just regular VIP. They got to put super VIP in front of it, and they reserve like areas in front of the stage. And the first day we saw Post Malone and Ice Cube and a couple other people. Second day we saw, Afro Man and a couple other headliners. And then on the last night we saw Kenny Chesney, but the Fray, a little bit of everybody, man. It was just unbelievable. Had Uncle Cracker, just some crazy people playing.
Yeah, I don't know any Kenny Chesney songs.
Well, they're country, man. I mean, come on.
I do know the Fray. I do because I just know them because they got
little
I know the one song. I know the one song.
Yeah,
I know the one song by the Fray. That's it, and that's How to Save a Life. That's all I know. But I don't know. I might have known one or two Post Malone songs. But how did Ice Cube get mixed into this? It's such a weird dynamic.
This is the way it works. It's a country festival, but all three headliners are basically country. Post Malone's a little mix. But then the second tier could be anybody. I mean, like I've seen everyone from Ice Cube to Nelly to a little bit of everybody, man. They'll put anybody up there. Like who is God, I forgot what the group is with Left Eye Lopez, who died.
TLC.
Yeah, TLC played there, but only like the LC was left. But I mean, it's great. It's one of these things that it's amazing how all these different artists come in and they're appreciated. They just, people just love the music, man. So it's 3 days of drinking.
What's the age frame of that festival?
It goes from like teenagers to old. I mean, old. I mean, you look around and everyone doesn't care. Everyone has their asses hanging out because it's on the beach. So you see a lot of people, very brave people walking around with some less than coverage. I mean, brave people who shouldn't be doing what they're doing. But hold on, you're gonna love this. The room next to us is in between mine and my Kristen and Skylar. These are two conservative young ladies. And I guess the room in between us, they decided that they were going to try to have as much sex as possible. So they were like howling for like 3 days. So every time you walk in the room, these two people were going at it. I mean, and it became funny after a while. And when you run through all these different emotions with it, going, should we knock on the door? Should we pound on the wall? And it didn't stop. I was like, this must be a honeymoon or something.
Yeah, that is hilarious. That happened to me, man. I was in North Carolina visiting my father. I was staying in like an extended stay because I was there for like 2 weeks. And like 3 doors down, they were going at it. But the music selection was what made me laugh.
Oh.
It was like Cyndi Lauper. It wasn't like romantic R&B music. It was like 80s pop.
Okay.
And I was like, is this like that's the music you chose?
See, I have if you play your music too loud in the other room, I'll combat it with music I know you'll hate. So I'll go play Debbie Gibson and just stick it right by the door. And you could do this with your phone. And it takes about 30 seconds for their music to come down.
Yeah, they'll be like, okay, we getting on somebody.
Okay, we get it. He's rocking Debbie Gibson just to let us know how bad we are. But it even got worse. I didn't think it could get worse because this young lady in the next room, I thought she was like, like a wolf bait, when the howl. "Ooh." I mean, I thought that's how bad it got. But I guess they were getting a little bored because the last time they start going at it, you hear slap. Ooh, and
Uh,
it was the weird. I didn't think you could hear somebody get their ass slapped through a window, like a wall.
that's
But you
hilarious.
you you can, and we walked out of the hotel just crying, because we didn't like talk about it till like we left, and we were going, so what, you have an interesting thing. You believe those people next door? I said, yeah, I believe them. I heard
That's
them,
funny.
and
What's
it ain't
the
inspiring. It ain't inspiring. It doesn't go, ooh, no.
shit? It would have been for me. I would have had my ear to the wall. But I'm also gross like that. What's the age you're saying is young to old, but demographic wise, is it a big mixed crowd? Is it
Uh,
because
I,
because when it comes to somebody like an Ice Cube, if you go to an Ice Cube concert, it's usually white.
yeah, it's pretty.
Which is
There's
wild, bro.
yeah,
It's insane to me. Like when we went to go see, not the time I went with you. Oh no, this is a whole different. We went to see Public Enemy. Me, Pedro, Lima, and Angel from
yeah.
Monsters, and another friend of ours. And me, Angel, and Pedro were the only people of color at the whole
You,
concert for Public Enemy.
but we know the facts. The fact is, young white men love rap. They like it and they paid for it. I used to talk to a bunch of rappers and they said the same thing to me. They go, listen, they buy the albums, and that was, I mean, you can't sell as many albums as they sold.
Oh, 100%.
You couldn't just say, hey, listen, we cater to this community. We cater to this community. They need it to be as globally as possible. And you look at, for example, like the Beastie Boys is one of those things too, that they crossed over into so many different markets. And they're, three white Jewish guys, so you never know, man. It's just, I think people appreciate good music and the energy of it is just something that carries people.
Yeah, and rappers have said that you go platinum, you going platinum because it's went outside the community. It's not you're not going platinum off of black people, and that's
No,
not a knock on us. You know what I'm saying? Just saying you just sell records, you got to sell to some white folk.
I
But I'm
when you ask
always
the
shocked at that
when you ask
concert.
the demographic, that a lot of white. It's been a long time since I've been in a room with like 99%, and it was mighty white. And every time, like Nelly, for example, he was there about 2 years ago, and Nelly singing "Show Me the Money," must be the money.
Yeah,
And man, you're talking about 50,000 white people screaming, "Must be the money." And he stops his show and goes, I hear how bad this country is, but looking out here, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And it is funny because when people get together for entertainment, they can appreciate it. What they do on the internet or in their own homes, that's on them. But I think when we all get together looking for a good time, I mean, we'll find it.
yeah. You can put that to comedy.
Yeah.
You can get an audience of people who are a mixed audience. If you get an audience, say 40% black, 40% white, 20%, Hispanic or whatever, everybody in there got a different opinion on everything: religion, race, politics. But comedy and music and stuff like that, it just brings people together. And you're not
How,
even thinking about hey, the person next to me could be a total MAGA, but they're not having a good time and laughing, and you're just like, well, yeah, the comedy show, we can argue on the internet later, but in this 90 minutes, let's just enjoy ourselves of being around each other.
I think what we're starting to see in comedy now is I think we're learning, hey, this is an area, stay out of. If you got a problem with life, just stay out of this area because we're taking it back. And I think we're taking the rooms back. We're a little less worried about how people are going to feel about the jokes we're telling. And I think that change happened in the last 3 years because even guys who were, let's say, canceled, like, Louis C.K., he's touring again.
Oh
He's like,
yeah, yeah,
I mean, you got guys out there who, they were canceled and the rooms are open and they're
yeah,
full.
yeah. Because for me, when it comes to canceling, I don't really think unless you're somebody, you gotta do something super, super egregious for me.
Yeah.
I feel like because it's a club in Tampa. They were the first club to book Louis C.K. and he sold out 6 or 7 shows in like
Easy.
24 hours. It's like easy because it's still people who want to see. I was having this conversation with somebody the other day, Jeff. I'm not lying. If Bill Cosby went on tour, that it
Yes.
would sell out. It would
We did,
sell out.
we had an argument with a comedian who was on your New York. I think he was out in New York, and he said to me, "Who was your top 3 comedians?" And I put Bill Cosby in the top 3. And I said to him, I said, because he can do 3 hours of clean. 3 hours this guy did. And ask anybody who's ever seen it. They go, within the first 2 hours, most professional comedians were like going, man, I don't even think I'm worth it. And that's when you know it was always the opinion of other comedians. Now, he was tough on people, because he said, about being not clean. I mean, there's the Eddie Murphy dispute. That
Yeah.
was, I think that's what really defined it. Eddie saying something. I don't think if Eddie didn't say anything, anyone would even thought of that. But Cosby was king. And if he toured now,
Oh, 100%.
he'd sell out.
100%. I'll give you another example. Kanye West.
Yep.
Kanye West just did 2 concerts at
Just
SoFi.
crushed.
And Jeff, 160,000 tickets in 2 days.
Yep.
But Kanye was canceled. Like your fans are
going to show up.
They're going to show up. If R. Kelly got out of jail next week,
Yep.
People would be lined up to go see R. Kelly. It's that I don't really think. I mean, and R. Kelly did some egregious stuff, but it's still some people out there that like, I'll go see it. It really is.
I think there are certain jobs that you can't come back at, like politicians who get burned. Some of them are able to come back. Some were Teflon, but they lost 2 congressmen over the last 2 days because they were sleeping with people. And that used to be like the norm, but I guess in politics you can get canceled. But I think in entertainment, I think it's getting harder. I think when Johnny Depp walked and everybody wanted Johnny Depp to walk, I think that was a big thing. Yeah. I think we were.
But in that trial, because I don't know the trial at all.
I know everything. Go ahead.
Who was the bad guy?
Here's what. Yes, she was. I'm gonna say it, and people get mad at me, but here's the way this works out. When you get up and you tell a news agency, and she was selling things to the media, she was informing them to show up. Like she had the domestic violence case, and she called TMZ to show up as she was filing something, so that he would look bad. And there was a lot of bad stuff that went off that she did, as far as, and it was clear that she lied about some things. And she got burned lying. Johnny Depp got up and looked like an idiot. He goes, yeah, I was drunk. Yeah, that would be a great place to put your cocaine. I mean, he came off as just this, this kind of funny little guy who is an idiot who does dumb stuff. She came off as somebody who lied. And she was, the one thing I tell my clients, I don't want a guy who can't sell. And if they get on the stand and they look bad, and that's what happened. She looked horrible. She looked like she made the jury uncomfortable, which is a weird thing to do for a woman. It's very difficult for a woman to make a jury hate her. And they did. And the jury members afterwards, did press on it. They go, yeah, she would like stare into us, like trying to get me to look at her more. And it just made me uncomfortable. Weird.
Yeah, that's very weird. Because like I said, it was all news, but man, I don't follow stuff like that, man. I didn't really care about it. So I didn't even know what the trial was about. I didn't know was it a lawsuit? I knew nothing. I just knew Amber Heard and Johnny Depp were going to court. And I didn't even know what it was for.
It's all about talking. Slander. That's all it is. Slander and libel. It's writing bad stuff and saying bad stuff. And both of them sued each other. And she got a little bit, but he got more. So, and he didn't really want the money.
Yeah, so I can see that, man.
To him, he just wanted his job back.
Well, we're about to slander some names right now because we got to go to commercial break. But James is still having internet issues. So we're going to slander Spectrum. So we'll be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Man, we are back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Your nightcap of comedy. Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Miguel is out on the road. James is having some internet issues, but I'm joined in the virtual studio with Jeff the Batman Kaufman from the law office of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath podcast, www.whenyouneedus.com, or give them a call, 407-500-JEFF. They have been fighting for the people of Orlando for 20 years. Car accident, slip and fall, kicking the ass. Call my man, Jeff Kaufman. Jeff, what you say? You got something for us?
Well, I did. We are going to talk about something, but I was just thinking about something the other day. I was headlining a casino in Michigan, and I've watched you perform, and I've watched all Miguel and James and a lot of great headliners. And I'm slowly shifting over to it's about the audience. It's not about my material. I have like 45 minutes, in my headlining gig. But, I realized I got to take it to the audience. I can't worry about what I'm saying or not saying if I'm not connecting. And you guys had watched me bomb really bad because the TVs popped on and a lot of bad stuff happened during one of my shows. And I said, if that ever happened again, I would have handled it differently. And this show, this stage was weird and nobody sits in the front tables. So the first people I'm looking at are 30 feet away. Mm-hmm. I go, I can't sit on this stage 30 feet away from these people and try to connect. You can't even see them. So I asked the guy beforehand, I said, does it matter if I get off the stage? He goes, nope. So when I let my opener do her thing on stage, and then I jumped off the stage and I did the whole show in the audience.
Yeah.
And I had never felt more connected to an audience in my life. And you wonder, is it when you show up and you've done hundreds of shows, thousands of shows, do you look at that audience, you go, oh, what do I got to do?
Yeah. Oh, got to pivot. I'm what you just did. So we were doing a private gig for Bonkers, me and Dwayne, and I get there and the stage is like 600 feet up, and I'm looking down at everybody, and I'm like, this isn't gonna work. So Dwayne is up there bombing. He'll tell you he wasn't, but he was up there bombing. He introduces me. I take the mic from him and I walk into the center of the audience because it's like a circle. And I work. It's like them concerts where the oval. Jeff, I just worked that, and I got a wireless mic. So
Chappelle.
If you're not paying attention, I go to your table and I do the joke at the table. So I'm working. So by that time, it's people in the back. They're drinking. They're getting drinks, and then all of a sudden they're like, "What's going on here?"
How's he on top of me?
Everybody just starts to come in and come in, and then next thing you know, Jeff, I got the whole audience. Because when Dwayne was on stage, they were leaving. They were literally walking out, but I got them. I said, "Man, you got to pivot, bro." I've done it plenty of times where the stage isn't right. If we're like I'm facing this way, but the audience is that way. You know what I mean? Or another pivot I've done is I've noticed somebody in the audience not having a good time. So I don't pickle them. I usually go to them with something like, hey, man, right here. You got kids? And then now they're involved. You ever get that the person who does that?
The arms crossed, man.
Yep.
Arms crossed.
The death grip. They got a death grip on their own breasts.
Oh my God. And I'm like, and I do this. I do the same joke I do every room. I say, oh, my bad. You thought Dave Chappelle was going to be here? Nope. Bitch, you got Ken. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, you gotta pivot. And I what I love about stand-up, especially about young comics, Dwayne will tell you this. People make fun of Dwayne for this. They call Dwayne Ken Miller Light. Dwayne will sit back there and study me. He will. But he says this, Kobe got 5 rings, Jordan got 6. Kobe wouldn't have 5 rings if he didn't mimic some stuff, Jordan.
Mamba
Dwayne
mentality.
is like, I don't care. Ken, my mentor, I see Dwayne do some stuff that I do on stage all the time. And it used to bother me. But now I'm like, no, I'm his
It's
mentor.
A compliment. It's a compliment.
It's a compliment. So it doesn't bother me. So yeah, Jeff, you did the right thing. Jump your ass off stage and get in the audience.
What cut me up the most is they had this old lady in a wheelchair and she was sleeping and she was snoring so loud that if in the middle of my sentence, I was breathing, I could hear her howling. So I walked over to her and stuck the mic like under her and she was like, I'm going, I swear to God, it's like the Roadrunner falling off a cliff here. Listen to this. And it was,
that's funny.
It was ridiculous. And I mean, she had like an oxygen tank on too. So, I mean, I realized I was like pushing it a little bit, but sometimes you make that sale.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, that voice you heard, he looked like the internet is working. James DAI Hire Jan is here. So I don't know if you got the internet or if you're using a hotspot. I don't know what you got, but you in the house with us now?
I can see him.
Bro, speaking of DEI, I'm Indian now because I got it to work. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm on my phone right now. I figured out a way to hook up my light and my what do you call it, my microphone to this phone, so I can actually see and hear, and y'all can hear me too. So hey, it is what it is,
Hey,
man. We are
hey, we'll take
inventive
it.
today.
We'll
Yeah.
take it
Yeah.
because he looks like
Can
a
y'all hear
prison
me
scene
okay?
before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you. Actually sound good. It is a little bit of lagging, but if you're on 5G, that's just where it is.
That's what I got, baby.
That's
I
what
got
it is.
five Gs.
And everybody know 5G gave you COVID. So don't forget that.
Mm,
Remember that lie.
I remember that. Yo,
Remember
5G gonna give
that
you
lie.
COVID.
People were really out here, and I'm talking about. I got in
Yep.
a full blown argument in my DM with a comic friend of mine, and who was like, "Yo, kid, you know the 5G giving people COVID." I was like, "Bro, that's not how this work at all." Now, for real, you don't notice that when the 5G drop, everybody start getting COVID. That ain't 5G, bro. We been had 5G. We just had pushed 5G. We been had 5G. I had a whole argument, Jeff,
Yep.
Hey,
with this dude, and here we
What?
are, 6 years with 5G.
bro,
Hey,
the person that tells you that you're gonna get COVID from 5G is the same dude that try to get off. I got gonorrhea from sitting on the toilet.
hey, man.
Well, hey. Don't be taking away my excuse. Um,
Well,
man,
that toilet was
that toilet was nasty. It was in a Taco Bell in a bad neighborhood. That's what happened. It wasn't even Taco Bell. It was a what do they call that place? The Go-Go Taco? Yeah, they don't mean it. Like I was looking the other day and they had tacos in like a 7-Eleven. I said, ain't that a twofer? You're like
Man.
taking double the chance you normally take.
Let me
Mm.
tell you something. 7-Eleven, you can get. They got tacos, hot dogs,
Taquitos.
chicken
Pizza.
wings, taquito. They got everything. I wouldn't eat. I don't. If hey, look here, man. If somebody put a gun to my family and they eat this Taco Bell, I'm like, hey, man. At least we're gonna get insurance money
Yep.
because y'all gone. Y'all gone. Ain't no way in hell I'm eating something out of Taco Bell, but not the way my stomach is now.
Here's the problem. When I was
love
fat,
it.
I mean, like about 50 pounds ago, I would eat this stuff and not tell people. And I once got caught. A friend of mine gets in the car and there was some Choco Taco, remnants in
Oh,
the car.
you one of them?
And
You
he
keep
was-
the evidence
he was
behind you,
making-
like still
"No, this
got
is why you
rappers.
fat. This is why you Choco Taco fat." And he like laid me out cold. He was
Yo.
you don't even bring them in the house. You eat them in your car. I was going,
Oh, that's when you know you depressed, when you eat the fast food in the house.
No,
Yeah.
Choco Tacos is that ice cream. It's discontinued now.
No.
There's a reason.
Really? Ooh.
Yeah, it's discontinued now. Yeah, man. Somebody made a video the other day about snacks that are gone. And Choco Taco was one.
Man, that was a taco,
Nah.
a cookie taco with chocolate covering with vanilla ice cream inside.
Yeah.
It was yummy.
The one I
was
miss
yummy.
from fast food is a bucket parfait from KFC.
What's in
Yeah.
But diabetes.
Yep. A lot of grease.
that?
A lot of grease.
It had the
Dog.
graham cracker crust at the
Yeah,
bottom, chocolate
Ooh.
mousse in the middle, whipped cream, and then the little chocolate sprinkles. Bro,
Ooh,
never had an
preach.
expiration date on it.
Bro, I can't. Dog, now you got me thinking. I can't think of a fast food that's gone that I'm like, man, I missed it. I will say this. I was happy when KFC brought them wedges back. I
Talk to
love
him.
the KFC, and they brought wings back too. Some places had the wings, but I really can't think of a fast food item that's gone.
I'm gonna say it right now. Popeye chicken sandwich.
It's still
They
there.
still got it. Yeah,
No,
it's still here.
it ain't. You been the one recently? That's not
It's
the
step-
original.
You're right. It's been stepped on.
Yeah, it's been stepped on because y'all went out and bought all of it. They
Yeah.
done, they had it.
The Jews did it.
Yo,
The Jews
yo,
bought
yo.
Popeyes.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
a bunch of
hey,
Orthodox Jews who can't even eat there.
come
Bought
on,
all the chicken.
Yeah, they showed up at the cashier like, "Hey, we crossed the promised land to get this sandwich."
man, for
Bunch of
real,
guys at
dog.
yarmulkes saying no.
No. Hey, bro, look at this coming from a dude that used to be a big time drug dealer back in Greensboro. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was pushing crazy weight. You know what I'm saying? Like back when I was Nino Brown way before Nino Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I know the chicken stepped on because you got to look, man. When there's a lot, when you got to get that product out there, Jeff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to bake
It was
soda
good.
It up. You know what I'm
It
saying?
It
was
was so
good, though.
good.
It was
We had to,
good.
yeah,
It
they
was
put
so
baking
good.
soda. They put baking soda in that chicken sandwich. They had step on that thing, bro.
Oh, I want you to know this is the thing that the Asian all you can eat buffets used to do. They did the baking
Oh.
soda. They put the baking soda in the tea, and
Yeah.
your stomach you'd bloat. I ain't kidding.
Boy.
Szechuan, Szechuan.
Oh,
Yeah.
they drink up all of my tea. I know what I do now. A
Such
little
a
baking
wine.
soda, Szechuan baking soda. Yeah.
Oh, but hey, one thing
Yeah.
they got rid of back in the day that was delicious was the McDLT at McDonald's. Hot
Was that the
steak.
burger you put together?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
Come on, because I had too much styrofoam. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, we did McDonald's with some styrofoam. McDonald's destroyed the environment, bro.
Yeah,
McDonald's
By themselves.
destroyed
and
Yeah.
it's 1% higher
Yeah.
because of McDonald's.
Hey,
Mm.
but hey, the food was way better. Hey, that's what everybody
Yeah.
say. Yellow
The fries were
Wendy's.
better too, though. The fries,
Yellow
remember the
Wendy's.
oil?
Yeah. Yellow Wendy's
Yep.
Yes.
is undefeated, bro.
When they used to say Biggie on it, Biggie
Yeah.
fries. Yeah. Yep.
Yellow Wendy's is undefeated, son.
Correct.
Yeah, man. Dog. Well, all right, man. James, you really, while y'all talking, I'm really trying to think of something that's gone.
Well, there was this thing called Lums, and it was Mums. It was Lums, and Lums had fried clams. And
I don't know that
you
one.
could buy
Never
a
heard
whole
that.
plate. See, it's about 10 years before you, but you'd go into Lums and they had this fried clam dinner. It was like just like 3 pounds of it. You know, kind of like, you know, how they fry shrimp sometimes, like the shrimp, popcorn shrimp.
Yeah.
Well, this was
Mhm.
like popcorn shrimp clams.
Well, I will tell you
They
one
were good.
restaurant that ain't there anymore. And I used to go to church with my grandma because I know she would take me there after church. And that's the Morrison's Cafeteria.
Ooh,
Never
All
had
you can eat
Morrison's.
buffet.
yeah.
Southern classic, bro.
Yeah. In North Carolina, we had KW.
KMW.
Same
Okay.
thing as a cafeteria. One of the same cafeteria type foods, man. But
Mhm.
those are big, dog. Like, man. Now I would say this: you had to go to the right KW because there was one in North Carolina on Battleground Avenue where all the black people work. You knew they were seasoning that food themselves.
Wait a minute. Why was it called Battleground Avenue?
Yeah. It's the Carolinas, baby. Battleground. That's the name of the road. Battleground Avenue.
Damn.
That's where the North and South
Hey,
fought.
how many people got shot on Battleground
Man,
Avenue?
Hey, dog. Hey, so I left Greensboro, right? And the main road, we're gonna go to commercial real quick. And the main road was High Point Road, and it went through Greensboro. It went from Greensboro to High Point. But,
Yeah.
they call Greensboro the Gate City because we're the gateway between all the cities.
Okay.
So they changed it High Point Road to Gate City. But when I go home, I'm like, yo, I think it's on High Point Road. They're like, no, it's Gate City Boulevard now. Hey, his mama called him High Point Road. I'm gonna call him High Point Road.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But with that being said, we gotta take a quick commercial break. James is back in the building. We'll be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Guys, do me a favor. Go out there and find us on social media. Follow us, like, subscribe. We're putting up YouTube videos. We've been putting up shorts on YouTube right now, and they're doing very well. A couple hours hit 1,000 views. So make sure you go out there and check us out. Also, follow us on IG and Facebook and send us a message. Say, hey, Ken, hey, James, hey, Jeff, Miguel, talk about this. And
I like that.
We'll give you a shout out.
We'll talk about it. We'll
talk about it. We will. Join the Verse Studio with James D. Ion and Jeff the Batman Kaufman from the Law Office of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath Podcast, www.whenyouneedus.com, or call them up, 407-500-JEFF. Fighting and winning for the people of Orlando for more than 20 years. They've been fighting so long, they can drink now. They actually have
we were fighting for people when Godfather's Pizza existed.
Yo,
that's funny.
doing it.
Hey,
That's funny.
Real talk, Jeff. I'm the first ever pizza I had from an actual restaurant was Godfather's Pizza.
It was good. It was.
What, how old were you, Ken?
I was maybe 9 or 10. So I grew up in the projects, and nobody delivered to the project. Domino's and Pizza Hut did not come to the hood.
Nah, they would not come through there.
That's just recent. But Godfather's, or like a pizza place that would be owned by like some people from the Middle East. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
like Uno's Pizza and subs, and then they had wings. And because I'll be real with you, I don't know if it's the same for y'all. When I grew up, a pizza place didn't have wings.
No.
It was just pizza.
Yeah.
But yeah, Godfather was the first pizza I've ever had from an actual restaurant that wasn't like.
It was weird when they started adding stuff. You'd go, what do they have now? And I think they just did it to screw with us because we know we'd try it. It was like, we're gonna stuff the bread with pork. Okay, we'll eat that.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Anything they did, we ate.
And now they've gone crazy with the ingredients. You know, you can actually get an oxtail pizza, y'all. That's a real thing in Orlando.
Good. It's so
Is it good, Ken?
I had it. It's up the street from my house.
That's funny.
Who makes an oxtail pizza?
Dog, that pizza is amazing, and it's $27.
I'm just saying, who makes it?
Oh, it's a Jamaican restaurant. So
there you go.
So this is how they got me, Jeff. So I ordered a pizza. I go pick it up, and I pull up. I'm like, wait a minute. So there is a Jamaican restaurant and a pizzeria, and they're combined. So there's an Italian guy.
They share the rest.
It was called Pizza. Something is in the popcorn. Pizza. If you're in the popcorn, you listening, I might have this wrong. But it was a pizza place, and I walk in, there's an Italian guy tossing the dough, and right next to him, there's a Jamaican family making Jamaican food. So they was
That's
like, well, let's
funny.
make an oxtail pizza.
Wait, and there's a jerk chicken pizza, I guarantee you.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It has to be. Oh, my God. And I would eat it. Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but the spicier a pizza is, when you do something weird to it and it tastes different, I'm like, ooh, what is that? I mean,
because you want something different, man. Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would eat an oxtail pizza right now.
James, if you're ever in the Popka, it was amazing, bro. I gotta say that. But now I had to change my pizza because I can't do the red sauce, so I got to do the Blanco. So that's a pizza with
hold on.
Wait a minute.
Did you just say you have to do a Blanco?
I got to do the Blanco pizza, baby.
Bro, that's a Miami thing, bro. You out here on that stuff?
You got to do the Blanco.
I told you I used to be a big time drug dealer, playboy.
Kid's like, okay, I'm reloaded.
Hey, man, let me tell you something, dog. Let me tell you something about this.
Talk to us, brother.
I'm gonna tell you, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, bro. Real talk. Don't judge me, y'all.
I'm not gonna judge you. You in a safe place, brother.
Jim, you know we are.
I'd rather just be hurt from the acid reflux than eat a pizza that ain't got no sauce on it.
True that.
It just is
true that.
It's disgusting, bro.
It's dry.
It's not. It's flat. Yeah. It's flat.
It's just not good. And it's called Bianco, not Blanco. Bianco.
Can't you take a pill before you eat?
Yeah, the pills just don't work. I got it. It's bad.
I'm gonna die. I don't care. I'm gonna die.
Damn.
Because there's food. There's sandwiches I have, and I go, ooh, I'm gonna pay for this later. I go,
oh yeah, I do that. I do that.
I am now. Like I really shouldn't be drinking whiskey, but
we all got that one thing that we will eat or drink. And we'll be like, I know I'm gonna pay for this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
What DL say? We gotta keep the party going.
There you go.
We gotta keep the party going, bro. It's some stuff like so every now and then, and I got like a strong acid reflux medicine, and
really
it'll keep me going for some days. But man, my wife got a pizza order. It's insane. She saw it on the internet. It's a TikTok pizza. So it's a deep dish pizza for Domino's. It's got Alfredo, 6 cheese, peppers, onions. It's a weird. It's like a crazy pizza. It was selling so good. It was $9.99 unlimited toppings. It was selling so good. Domino's took it off the menu.
I bet.
Why,
bro? Alfredo and cheese, bro. I would eat the mess out of that, knowing good and well that I'm lactose intolerant. Bro, the whole room would be smelling like cheese and regret by the time I got done. But I would still do it because I like cheese and dairy. That's my biggest problem.
Look it up. It's called a TikTok pizza, and Domino's people on Domino's. And I could be getting the ingredients wrong, but it's like Jeff. It's like 7 ingredients on this pizza.
No, a black dude ate it, and it was on TikTok, and he talked about it. It looked good too.
And
pizza
so
looked good.
Sean went to go order, and that $9.99 unlimited toppings is gone.
Yeah.
Now they like now you Negroes can have 5.
That's funny. You Negroes can have 5.
I got 5 toppings. Y'all being greedy.
There you go. So I'm telling everybody right now, if we on a road trip and I order anything with cheese, you gonna smell that cheese about an hour later. You gonna smell it again and recycle.
Oh yeah.
No, I would say this, Jeff. I got the acid reflux, but dairy doesn't bother me.
You're lucky.
Yeah,
You
dairy
lucky,
doesn't
brother.
bother me.
So it bothers you this way, but not coming out.
Yeah, not coming out.
See, I don't know what's worse. I really don't. What's worse? You know, one way or the other. I'm sure everyone has their argument.
I rather
got
have
both.
The poop. I'd rather have the poop instead of the acid.
I got
rather
acid
go to the
reflux
bathroom
don't
than
stop.
acid.
It keeps going. It gets right here in your throat, and you can't
it's like this.
you can't lay down. You can't do nothing. Yeah, it just burns. It just burns, bro. It's the
James,
gonorrhea in the throat.
Hey, yo, bro. dog.
Dude.
I almost did a root, bro. I almost cussed on here. Goodness gracious. James, what's your pizza order?
Huh?
What's your pizza order?
Okay, I'm out. This gonna get me in trouble because it's gonna hurt my stomach. But I love pepperoni, sausage, bacon, onion, and green pepper on my pizza.
Ooh, okay.
And all that is bad for you when you got acid reflux. All of that is coming right back at you, bro. Yeah.
That's our ultimate. Jeff, what's your pizza order?
Man, I'm close to that, but I don't do. I try to stay away from things that are going to bother me later, like onions bother me later.
I know. I love them.
So I do pepperoni, sausage. If they have bacon, sometimes maybe bacon, but there's pancetta, which is, you know, they offer that sometimes, and that's
you going to them brick oven places. I know what you talking about, man.
It's a brick oven pizza is the GOAT.
Yes, it is.
It's good.
Bob, brick oven pizza is
yes,
the
it is.
GOAT, bro.
That high heat, flat crust. Yeah, bro.
But you know how much those ovens cost? Those are $20,000 for those ovens.
Yes, they are.
Those aren't cheap, and they fly them in from Italy.
Yo,
and I can tell because it's mafia. You could cremate a body in that thing.
Yep,
that's what it's for. Yeah,
that's what gives it the flavor.
Hey,
that's what gives it the flavor.
Pizza at night is snitches.
What is that? What is that flavor I'm tasting? That sounds a little spleeny.
Tastes a little bit of that tastes a little. Hey, that's where they got the name Sicilian pizza.
Yo, hey,
that's what.
Is that a tooth?
I used to be pepperoni, bacon, and ham was my go-to.
Yeah,
I never liked ham on my pizza. I was always weird about that. Ham, a little too rubbery for me.
Yeah, I stopped ham because Domino's is my favorite pizza for the other fast food pizza places.
Okay,
but Domino's used to do like thin ham, but then they start doing like chunks of ham.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
The cubes are terrible.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Yeah, I hated the cubes.
And sausage is tough too if they do sausage wrong. Sausage has to be either fine or minced.
Don't judge me, y'all. I can't stand sausage on pizza. I don't know what it is. It's the one topping next to pineapple that I'm like, do not put on. I don't like sausage on pizza.
We don't do that in my house. We don't do pineapple on pizza. Nope.
I don't do that.
Nope. Nah.
Hey, I've never heard anybody put an anchovy. An anchovy is like
it's old school. It's old school. Old people do it.
I used to run a Pizza Hut. And
my dad loved anchovies.
Old people loved anchovies.
It's salty. Anchovies. Ooh.
Bro, let me tell you how nasty anchovies is. When you open it up, it's full of oil, right, Ken?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And when you touch the anchovy, I'm not making this up, your fingers got hot. For no reason. Bro, your fingers got hot like what you was touching was radiation or something, man. It was nasty.
And when you touched it, it was like alive. It did that thing when you ooh.
It was so salty and oily.
My dad used to have Caesar salad. He goes, please put the anchovies on. I go,
well, that's how you make Caesar salad. Well, a real Caesar salad is made with anchovies. Yes,
because that was like an 80s movie thing.
Yes,
extra anchovies. What? Like, yeah. So now my pizza is Domino's has a ultimate pepperoni.
That's good.
All the way to I have to get it with. So I have to do it with no sauce, which is all it is just a big round breadstick. It's just a cheesy breadstick, bro.
Brother, go to Olive Garden, man. Why you playing?
He can. He can. He's done.
Yeah. No, just breadsticks. Yeah.
Or I do Alfredo, and they also got a creamy garlic sauce. But I mean, pizza it's got to be.
It ain't the same. It ain't the same.
At Orlando, they got Anthony's in Baldwin Park, and that is my favorite.
They got an Anthony's also on Turkey Lake.
I don't know if it's the same. Sometimes they're not the same.
They're not.
It's wood fired. It's wood fired pizza, right?
I know. But here's the thing, and this is what happens. There's a flavor sometimes in a space. Even if they move to the next side, something goes wrong. I don't know whether it's water, whether it's the oven. Something makes it special. For example, the steak place on Lee Road used to be called Del Frisco's. And now and they were different than all the other Del Frisco's. They did their own meat. They did their own stuff. So when Del Frisco took the name away, they go, we don't care. We sell our own meat anyway. We don't buy yours. If they moved, I don't think they would ever get that flavor back. And the same with barbecue places. Think about your favorite barbecue place when they moved. It's like something doesn't taste the same.
Yeah. I've said this about a barbecue place, and I won't even call them out. They used to be in a little house on Fairbanks, and then they franchise and start moving to all these stores, and I just don't enjoy their barbecue.
It ain't the same. It ain't just. I know exactly what you're talking about.
When they were in that
little
house,
bruh, they would have
store.
Businessmen come there on a lunch break in suits and ties to get that barbecue, and they would eat it, bro. Yeah, it was different now.
Corner from it. You worked around the corner from it.
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, sir.
Man, we got to get up out of here, man. James, glad you got to jump in, but we do got one more show tomorrow, but we got to get ready to get up out of here. James, where you at this weekend, Playboy?
This weekend, I am going to be in a club that took me a very long time to get in. I'm talking 18 years. I will be at Side Splitters, Wesley Chapel, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's starting tomorrow. Look at my social media. If y'all want to get tickets, I'm in the Tampa area, Wesley Chapel. Come out and see me.
Yeah, man. And if you listen to owner, put him in the main room too.
Stop making him work the door, okay?
The owner, my homeboy, put my dog in the main room too, man. Jeff,
hey, I'm just happy to be there.
What you got going on this weekend, Jeff, and who you got?
Thursday night, I'm at Sebastian Beach playing Halls on 5th. That'll be the first time I get down there. That'll be fun. And then on Saturday, no, that's on Saturday.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
mixing your stuff up, bro.
Halls on 5th. I'm in Sebastian Beach on Thursday hosting at a place called Captain Hiram's.
Yes,
you are. Hiram's, great room. You're gonna have a great time, Jeff.
So supposedly it sells out every night. So
it does.
Hey, hold on, let me just say this: Go Pirates!
Yeah,
my boys are 3-0. We got indoor football back, and I hear there's a competition. There ain't no competition because I ain't sitting outside to watch my sports.
Okay,
I need to be inside in the air condition. That's where nature means me to be.
Gotcha.
What days they play on?
Saturdays or Sundays.
Okay, I might have to come check a Saturday.
I will get you tickets because we are the official law firm for the Pirates.
Yes, they are.
And we're on the field. We're everywhere. And I support that team because I love that team. It's a single owner, not a corporation. And he's doing everything possible to make this thing work. And they're 3-0. So good for us.
Congratulations, bro.
Nice. Yeah, man. This weekend, I got nothing going on, man. I'm going to be helping my wife. She got a pop-up shop, so I'll be getting Mr. Preppy Socialite on. But I do want to get some shout out. Friday and Saturday, make sure you go to Orlando Funny Bone, the side stage. Friday is Robin Love, and Saturday is our homeboy A-Train. And also, a pop, if you listen, take your ass over to Halls on the 5th. Miguel and Jeff Kaufman will be at the food hall over the Halls on the 5th. I'm going to try my best to make it to that show, man. But we appreciate y'all. Listen, we done went into overtime, so we got to get our ass up out of here. I'm Ken Miller. That's James John. That is Jeff the Batman Kaufman from the Law Office of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath Podcast, www.whereyounneedus.com. James, tell these what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Good night.